Hi everyone, this is Anna Variano for Perfect Residence Natural Health Counseling, and today on this gorgeous Friday before the long weekend in May, I'm here with urban farmer Tom Marcantonio. I've just stopped by his place to get some seedlings for my veggie garden. And Tom, I know a lot of people are thinking about planting some vegetables this weekend maybe, and what's some advice that you can give for people that are thinking about planting a vegetable garden and getting started some way?
Sure, Anna. Uh, the most important thing is to plant some seeds. Seeds just want to grow, and you just have to give them a chance. There's so many benefits to growing a garden. It gives you some control over your food supply. The bigger the garden, the more control you have. It saves money, and you get exercise. You have fewer trips to the grocery store, so your carbon footprint isn't as big. And nothing tastes as good as food that has just been picked when it's, you know, 5 minutes before it goes onto your plate. It's at its height of taste and its height of nutrients compared to I think the average food miles in the grocery store of our produce is about 3,000 kilometers.
Wow.
So, you know, it's many people have started to grow vegetables, and many of us who immigrated from Europe sort of never stopped. And that's, you know, I grew up in an Italian household, and, you know, we plant in our little West End city backyard here close to 200, you know, tomato plants, and we have enough tomatoes to see us through the whole winter, where, you know, we eat many fresh in the summer, we freeze a lot, we make sauce, and then we also dry it and make paste that we freeze.
Yeah, that's how I grew up too, for sure.
And you know, one of the things to keep in mind when you're looking at your diet is the amount of chemicals that might be in the food that you eat and how that might impact you. If you grow your own garden, you have total control over the inputs to your garden. It's also important, we had a drought last summer, it's important to look at your water supply. If you are taking water out of the tap to water your garden, you know, there is chlorines, and you know, the water is cold, so those are two things that I don't think the plants really like. So if you are taking water out of the city service, I suggest you put that in a bucket and let it warm up to air temperature before applying it to the garden. When you grow your own garden, you also have control over more seeds. If you go to the farmer's market to buy seedlings, you know, you're at the mercy of whatever varieties they have, and whatever, you know, some of those companies have questionable business practices. So, you know, when you buy your own seeds, you have control over the variety. You can buy heritage varieties, save your own seed, and you know, take a little bit more control. It's very important. Composting is, you know, there's a number of important things in gardening. Composting is one. You have to feed the soil so the soil feeds the plants. And in composting, you can use all your kitchen waste, and what you do is you alternate what we call green and brown materials. So the brown materials are dry leaves, dry grass, and you alternate at a ratio of 2 to 1 of brown to green. So you might do a 2-inch layer of brown material, like dry leaves that you saved from the summer before, and then a 2-inch layer of green material. So that would be coffee grounds, or, you know, anything that you bring out of the kitchen waste. And I urge you to wash all your produce that you buy at the store. And you know, you don't want what's on those you don't want what's on those vegetables and fruits in your plate, and you don't want it on the plate of the plants, which it'll get through the compost. There's a lot of organizations in Ottawa that can help. You know, City of Ottawa does a lot of workshops. You know, we do some workshops. The Wood Park Community Association does workshops at Carlingwood Library every spring. And you know, if you have any questions, you know, there's a website called PermaDesign, PermaDesign.com, perma-design.com, and you can send some questions. There's also the Master Gardeners of Ottawa Carleton, and they have you know, phone lines that you can phone, or you can send them an email with a picture of a bug or a picture of a disease, or any question at all. And you know, there's 35 master gardeners with close to 1,000 years of experience in Ottawa, and across the country there's 200 master gardeners that you know, we'll all, if one person doesn't know, we'll just keep going until we find out.
Okay, that's great information. So, you know, try planting something this year. It doesn't have to be anything big. Put it in a pot, start somewhere. And if you have any questions, Tom, you've given us some great resources. And I thank you very much for supplying me with my seedlings this year. Tom's given me tomatoes, and what else we got? Cucumbers, leeks, onions, parsley, basil, oregano. So I'm really tarragon. I'm really excited to get home and get those into my garden. So thanks very much, Tom, and everybody have a great weekend.